Living with flow of life. What I mean by this, and I recently found this thing about living in flow. Since childhood, I wanted to be a professional soccer player and represent my country and win FIFA World Cup. Now, back then, I had a very small lens, like everything I watched through the lens of a professional player. Like, what do they do? How do they eat? Yes, that was my whole goal. And the goal I made was because I was influenced by culture, influenced by my society, influenced by Ronaldo or Ronaldinho, Messi, right? All those people influenced me, and I wanted to be that, right? That was the ego that I had, which is I. I is the ego. I am a professional soccer player. I played this match. I won this leagues. I played for this team. I did that. I did this. All this is ego. I was ego, right? So I and soul. Soul, you can call it God. Soul, you can call it higher power, universe, higher intelligence. You can call anything, right? It's the creator or it's the director, right? I is what? I is basically ego and soul. It had a constant battle, right? Ego wanted to do things like this, and soul it has its own direction. Now, the hear me out. This is very important. So, I, which is the ego, wants to do things based on its own past experiences, past traumas, past wins, past habits, and everything based on past, and it creates a I, which is ego. Then the soul, which is a creator or the director of the life, it knows everything. You can call it universe. It has already made the movie. Just think it as a movie, right? When you go and watch a movie, the movie is already there. The director has directed the movie. It's already there. You, which is me, or you out there, my kid, or anyone who is watching this video, is I, right? Your whole goal is to be an observer, right? Instead of deciding this, that, I will become this, I will become that. Like, that needs to be there, but you need to be fluid, or you need to flow with the actions, right? Because nothing comes straight. Like, even if you have a goal, set the goal. That goal setting is very important. Set the goal and just flow with the action, because there would be many ups and downs. You might not succeed, then you take the another road. There you don't succeed, you take the another road. There you don't succeed, you take another road, and sooner or later you will crack the code, because you are in the flow, right? The moment the ego comes in, ego says that this is the correct direction, this is the only path, this is the way, because ego doesn't have awareness. The I has only seen things which it has experienced over the past few years. That's ego, that's I. But the second is soul. Soul knows everything, right? You just set the goal, what you want to become, and then flow with the direction. Soul knows what to do. Think it as a movie. You know the movie, the director is there, movie's already been produced, already been directed, and your goal as a person is to observe. You observe everything, how movies been directed. You watch ups and downs. This is what life has, ups and downs. You win, you succeed, you lose, you win, you succeed. That's how what life is. It's also yin and yang in Buddhism, yin and yang of life. When you are at the down, that's the point where you have no hope, nothing. And that's the beauty of life, right? When you are down, when you go up, because you have seen the bad days, the good days feel good. And once you have seen the good days and you see the bad days, then you have seen the bad days as well, because everything moves in the ebbs and flows of life. And what I've been doing lately is that people say do this and take the actions. I am completely with that, taking actions towards your goal. That's very important. But also people think that the plans they are making, right, this is the right plan, that's the right plan, it might not work, right? And then you feel demotivated when it doesn't work, and you feel sad, you feel bad, and then you demotivate yourself, and then you don't push forward. That's why most people quit, right? Because they are fixated by the ego's eye, the plan that he had made. That's the I, the ego playing and putting out there, and it wants everything from his way of seeing their life. But soul, on the other hand, which has already directed the movie, because the soul is a creator, soul is connected to the universe, soul is connected to God or universe, anything you can call, depends on if you believe or not. But what I have figured out over the years, this is very true, and this is very valuable information that I will be putting out for my younger self or my future kids or anyone who is watching. This is just my documentary. So what you need to do is set the goal what you want to become, cut it in small pieces, like 5 years, 1 year, 1 month, 1 hour goal. Okay, that should be the big goal. Making it small, reversed it and make it very small, reverse engineer it, make it small, and take actionable steps towards it, right? Actionable steps towards it, and then just flow with it. Just get into the state of flow, and just there are two types of flow, right? Flow state and being in flow of life. If I condense them, it's both the same thing, right? Once you know what you want to become in life, you get focused, you know what you want to do, and everything you need to decide from that lens, what you want to become and how you want to become and how you want to do, right? Then our ego comes in. Ego says, I want to do like this, like that. That's ego playing out, right? It only knows how much he's aware of. But soul has enormous awareness. So in order to get aware of enormous, you need to try a bunch of stuff. Try a lot of stuff, and sooner or later you will succeed. Because if you stay in the game for long enough, you will know the ins and out of the game, and anything, sports, business, creativity, creation, anything you decide, politics, anything you want to become, anything, you stay long there, you understand the ins and outs of the game, and then you become aware of it, right? Once you become aware of it, it's like a movie, right? The main character is dumb, and slowly he starts getting smart. He starts getting to know villains, he starts getting to know his strength, and sooner or later he is the main hero of the movie. And then it goes ups and downs, yin and yang of life, bad, good, everything happens, sad, happy, everything happens, every emotion goes in a roller coaster, right? Same in life as well. There are lots of emotional turmoils, and the yin and yang is the polarity of human being that exists, and that's the law of the universe as well. So you flow with your work. The flow state you can activate. Flow state is deep focus and a deep work. You submerge into the environment completely, and if you're a creator, you create things. If you are an entrepreneur, you build things. If you are an artist, you make art. If you are a sports athlete, then you are submerged into the sport that you play. Adventure athlete put their whole, that particular time where they're doing peak adventure, they are submerged into that movement and they are one with the nature. That's how flow means. Like, you become the life, you become the activity, you become the market, you become the person, and you just flow with it. Flow, and you don't care about the result, right? You just flow with it. You know the end point, and you just flow with the action wherever you go. Ups and downs, sideways, and sooner or later you'll get the goal. And along the flows of life where you will go, it creates the awareness. And once your awareness expands, That's where the magic is. You, as a conscious creator or a conscious person, need to have awareness. And your whole goal as a human being, and son, if you're listening, your whole goal is to have as much awareness as possible. The greater your awareness gets, the better it is. So, yes, know your goals, what you want to become, but flow with the life. It will take you there, and just watch the movie play out. The goal is to observe your destination, because you already set the goal. Subconsciously, you need to have the conviction that it's going to come, and when it comes, subconsciously you need to program yourself every single day that it's possible, and sooner or later you find the path and you are taking raw action every single day and just flowing with the life. And once you reach there, over the whole journey, awareness, what you created, will give you a enormous benefit in life, and you will be successful. So yes, this is for today, and thank you.
If you stayed along, do like, subscribe, and put your notifications on.